Okay, back to reading. Right, Simply
Welcome
Beautiful.
to part 2.
Yes, part 2 even. Tonight is the first night in a while that I've no plans to do anything. My interest in the board that I picked up in the Jerusalem last week was perked up to the point where I might kill an hour tonight playing around with it in my bungalow.
It's gonna kill an hour?
The odds are that the board will end up in a storage when I return home and only see the light of day whenever any taking points within guests. So I might as well get my money's worth out of this thing. Okay, this is going to sound strange. The board spoke to me. No, not literally, but when I used it for the first time last night, I actually think I contacted something, not connected. What the fuck are we talking about? Maybe it was just my suspicious...
Subconscious.
Fucking hell. I could be arsed, there's no point.
Maybe it was my subconscious manifesting overnight for observation. What just happened? Stop skipping. I received word today that Brad had been rushed to hospital. Who is Brad? I don't know this
brother,
because...
it must be the brother.
Jesus Christ, that's
No, it must be the brother. No, it must be the brother.
Okay. Rushed to the hospital. He mentioned something along the lines of experiencing chest pains, feeling dizzy and passing out in public place. Apparently he feels okay now and he was kept overnight for observation. However, what is greatest concern is that even after the doctors ran a whole variety of tests on him, they still don't know that they could have caused what seemed from the symptoms a heart attack. Brad insisted I stay in Thailand while he travelled back home and consulted his own doctor. I could sense he was a little freaked out by what had transpired. This crisis is long. Once again, I find myself a little shaken by that board I picked up in Jerusalem. Last night, I decided to play around with it again, purely out of interest to see if I could get similar results this time around. The phrase of the day is, and then so. What? Rather than the repeated yes or no to my no to my questions, I started gathering constructed words. It was all going very pleasant at first, but what scared me away from that board was when the word "how is Brad" formed. Surely my subconscious at work again, because I as sure as hell didn't spell it out intentionally.
Wow.
Creepy as hell, man. A little experiment this time around. I invited Kazi over earlier today to sit on a session with the board. Ever the skeptic, Kazi's original reaction to my offer forced me to also offer a copious amount to the local Bintang beer. That sounds awesome. It didn't take long for the spirits of the board to come out of the hiding, and without fail we were witnessing constructed sentences being formed. At this point, the standard banter between Kazi and I started flying. You're doing that. No, you are. That keeps on creeping me out, that light in the background. Okay. No, you are. To which we agreed to remove our hands from the glass at the same time. For a moment, just a small moment, it seemed the glass moved by itself.
Okay.
Your story, bro.
I finally arrived back home after a long trip. The phrase, "there's no place like home," rings so damn true. The place hasn't changed a bit, save for the new layers of dirt, dust, and maybe a couple of critters making my attic their new home. After the amazing sights and experiences I've had in Europe, the Middle East and Asia, I am having trouble comprehending a return to the mundane life of an insurance salesman. As nice as it is to be home, I am not looking forward to slipping back into the habit of spending bored nights staring blankly at the TV screen. At least I have Goliath.
You know what I've noticed? Right now, there hasn't been a single jump scare yet, so I know there's going to be a jump scare after.
Goliath, where did I get that name from? I'm reading over my previous entry into this diary. I've made mention of that name. I can't remember where I pulled it from, but maybe it has something to do with the unusual nightmares I've been having of late. What? Of late? Or could I
The usual nightmares I've been having of late. I don't get it.
Or could I have heard the name elsewhere? In any case, it seems like an appropriate name for the spirits of the board. Speaking of, tonight may require another session to once again kill some time. I just can't deal with another episode of Dancing with the Stars.
Pop culture reference right there.
The rabbit holes run deeper than I have ever expected. I've been contacting Goliath fairly frequently of late. What the hell? That doesn't make sense.
What?
I've been contacting Goliath fairly frequently of late. What the hell?
That makes sense.
How?
Sort of. Keep on reading, son.
I feel that it has become somewhat of an obsession for me, but the more I use the board, the further and further I delve into its history, and the more I lose myself. The nightmares have been getting worse. I've even now started to find myself sleepwalking. On the odd occasion, I would fall asleep in bed or on the couch, and I would wake up in the attic. Always the attic. I don't understand why.
Are you in the attic?
Okay, I'm ready to burn this board.
Wait a second,
Things have suddenly turned nasty. You're mine. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I ended up deciding against destroying the board for now. However, I did discard it to the corner of the closet. Yes, I'm ready to close the book on that chapter for the time being. Brad is dead. His mother called me today to relay the news. One moment he is walking around and talking to his family, and suddenly he trips up the corner of a rug and hits his head on the granite bench top. I don't understand. I'm absolutely devastated. He was just 28 years old. I'm unsure if that distant cackling laughter I heard after receiving the news was coming from the closet or the dark corner of my mind.
Right, I'm getting a bit freaked out because didn't he say that he had a brother here? And so that means that's his brother's house. So that means he either has another brother or his brother is yourself, which means you're dead. What? I'm confused.
Brad's funeral was today. It was a sad day indeed.
Should have read the thing at the beginning.
His whole family was there, as were our circle of friends. And talking to them all, there seems to be a streak of bad luck hitting those closest to me. Julie had a miscarriage a week ago. David broke his leg after coming off his bike. Greg and Donna are being audited by the IRS of taxation anomalies that neither we are aware of, and then Brad. Another change, and everyone I spoke to do the funeral commented and the tired look I look. I guess the lack of quality sleep lately is starting to take its toll.
Jesus Christ, this just goes on and on.
I know. I received a frantic phone call at 3 a.m. this morning from a... Do you reckon we just skip this lot now?
Oh, might as well. It seems that we've been 7 minutes and we've done it.
Please, seriously, as disturbing as the phone call was, Kazi was for his no, right, let me start that bit again. Kazi was known for his excessive use of medicinal supplements. Let this be a warning, kid. Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs, kids.
Say no to drugs. They're dangerous.
Drugs bad. Good.
Last night I dreamed again, a man, woman and her mother fighting amongst themselves until a knife was pulled, and then I awoke in a hot sweat once again, finding myself on the floor of the attic. What the hell?
Hell yeah! It just goes on and on.
That's it, it's done.
And it's bad time.
What do I do now then?
Yeah, bro. Don't go in there, don't go in there, don't go in there.
Do you reckon it's something to do with the attic again? Do you reckon I go back up there?
I'm a bit too scared to go back in the attic then.
Oh, I thought the door was open then. Where could the brother...
What?
Damn it! Where's it?
Leave!
Why?
It's freaking me the hell out. I liked it when we were just reading.
How do I unplug the bastard thing? That's okay, oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, we're gonna stop it here. We'll see you next video.
Like, favorite, subscribe if you want to. We'll see you in part 3. Hopefully everyone's in part 3. Love it.